This broad's 21 years old. I'm 17, okay? So I finish varnishing her deck. She calls me in. I assume I'm going to get paid. Okay, I get paid, all right. I come in there. She's in this negligee. She's got these two double D milkers. I'm hypnotized. I'm thinking to myself, what is going on? Then I realize what's going on. She wants to do it, okay? She wants a ticket to the bone exhibit, and who am I to say no? So I say, okay, let's do this thing. She brings me out in front of her picture window. The whole neighborhood can see, and we're just doing it. We did sex in front of that picture window for like a half hour. We were like a sex machine. I was like the piston, and she was like the other part of the piston, just like, it was an awesome, awesome experience.
Well, my husband, Roy, he had come back from a long trip, a work trip. And, you know, I just figured it was going to be just a day in, a lazy Saturday. And then he pops up and he's like, Cheryl, I want to go to Six Flags. And I was like, Six Flags? Six Flags over Georgia? Have you ever been there? It's like one of the most wonderful places in the whole world, you know, experience for the whole family to enjoy. And so we just all piled in the van and went there. And spent the entire day at Six Flags, and I got to ride the mine shaft, which is like a slower coaster, and the other kids were riding the Scream Machine, and then we were stuffing our face with all sorts of awful food that is just wonderful to eat, you know. And I mean, what else is there to say? It was a delight. It was a day of delight.
Well, we were standing there, and this kid was holding this gun. It looked almost as big as he was. It was like a huge silver gun that you'd see in a movie or something. And he said something like, give me everything you've got. And so I took my pocketbook off, and I was just going to hand it to him, and he wasn't even looking at me. And I didn't know why. And I looked over, and he was talking to Brian, and Brian's holding his wallet out and saying something back to this kid. So all of a sudden, the gun is going off, and I look up, and the kid is gone. And then I look down at Brian. It was just the most horrible experience ever, to look down and you just see your boyfriend covered in blood. And later that night at the hospital, I asked the police officer about what was going on, and he said that Brian was actually one of 4 people that were killed that night in gang initiations.